At least I was. Jeff with Pat. I'm sure I'm still Jeff. But I just wanted to thank everyone for coming tonight. Just for those that are a little nervous over there, we do know the station's 53 years old in total. But what we're celebrating here is the beginning of FM, which the anniversary is Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. is the actual 50th anniversary moment of FM 88.1 WCWP. The AM, we know, 1961, October 18th. We know that day too. We're well aware. Bobby's birthday, that's how we always remember that. But thanks very much for being here. It's a pleasure to see everyone. And I now would like to introduce Dan Cox. For those that it's okay. Dan Cox with a few words to say. I want to thank Dan for making the arrangements for the dinner tonight. Dan is the one that did all the work on that. Thank you very much, sir.
Of course, we have the two minutes in the house.
Like the 83 rocks!
The fact that if I have a few more of these, I can walk home.
Yeah.
Makes it kind of easy.
And you should.
And I probably should. Thank you, first of all, for coming here tonight. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much WCWP has meant to me over the last 35 years, as a student and now as the director of broadcasting. My friend Bill Moser, who was the director of broadcasting for many years, and I have conversations often about the death of FM radio and the death of radio in general. And you know what? It's happening. It's on a slow, terrestrial radio is on its way out. Not completely. At least not for the next 6 years so I can retire.
You're still hanging on there like me.
I'm hanging on. What we understand, and I think this room will understand this completely, is, and I tell this to the people who get involved with us, is no one under 40 owns a radio. They don't. No one under 40 owns a radio. And that's why WCWP doesn't do Rock and Roll Weekend anymore, and doesn't do Music Weekend, and doesn't do pop music for the most part, modern pop music. What we do is we cater to the baby boomer and the senior citizen. And we've been very successful at it. And we've been very successful at it, believe it or not. So successful that we just got a renewal from Zabar's of Manhattan for another $5,000. Hey, old people drink coffee, I guess. I don't know. And I should talk. I'm over 50, so I fit in this group. And we do things, and our program is geared towards that age group. And again, it has been very successful. Our online, because we do have 3 internet stations, our online are different. Our FM station is carried online, but also we have a youth organized station which is run completely by students. I don't even get involved in that station at all, except to kind of monitor it, make sure they're not popping F-bombs and things like that.
You haven't heard my show.
And they're doing a great job too. They're attracting kids from all over the country, not just the region, because it's an online station. And our third station is just a bunch of talk shows that we just got to throw on there and put on there with sports talk, which is real popular. But just to let you know how the station is doing very, very well as far as staffing, and you guys are a big part of that. Some of you do shows for me on a regular basis. Jeff Kroll and Bobby G are, hey, I can't go on the air tonight, can you go? And they run up to the station, and it's great. They fill in for us. But we have live shows. A lot of it is automated. But it's the way of the world. It's the way it works now. And it does work, to be totally honest with you. We get phone calls all the time in the afternoon saying, what's this music you're playing? And people are listening. I think it's great. And they're not just listening on FM, they're listening online, which is even better. We got a phone call yesterday. My secretary said, we just got a phone call from Portland, Maine. I said, really? Who the fuck in Portland made this show? And he said, no, he's listening to the talk show. I'm like, wow. And the funny thing about the Friday talk show is it's produced by the town of North Hempstead, and it's really just about the town of North Hempstead.
Dan, I have a confession to make.
Bastard! No! The caller ID said area code. So the station's been doing really well, and I appreciate that. There are always going to be money problems. I mean, your history with the university is you paid your tuition, you went to school, you enjoyed working at the radio station, and I'm hoping, and again, this is part of my job, and I'm hoping you'll feel, compelled at some point to write me a check. Not me personally, but WCWP. Well, I will take checks personally also, and help the station out. Because we are getting some underwriting, we have gotten some grant, we have a really wonderful $10,000 grant from the Mansadina Foundation last year, and we're seeking those kinds of things. But we're engaging the community again. Our programming is about the community, which is something Bill Moser started over 30 years ago. I'm using the tagline again, talks with the community, because that's exactly what we do. We talk with the local community here from Great Neck to Oyster Bay, from Glen Cove to Hicksville, and that's what we do. And we spend our time doing that. So I just wanted you to know what the station is doing. As far as at night, we've got 7 to 9 p.m. We've got our live disc jockeys, which are all alumni from 7 to 9. That's the alumni block. And Bobby's on that, and now Bruce is on that, and Jeff is on that, and Pat, and a few others. And they come in, and you're welcome to join that group. Talk to Bernie about that. If you really want to come back and do a radio show, talk to Bernie about that.
We need people.
And then we have some specialized programming at 9 o'clock, and then we have more specialized programming on the weekend, which is live all day Sunday, but programmed on Saturday. Except for right now, we got the soiree on, right? The Saturday soiree with Bobby G.
Still on?
How can you be here and do the show?
I just shut myself up. You do too.
Oh, you listen to yourself. Okay, Bob. I really appreciate you being here tonight. The last thing I'm going to say, because we should all toast ourselves, before I say this, is in October, the weekend of October 8th, believe it or not, is homecoming this year. It also is the weekend of my birthday, so but I'm meeting tomorrow with the people from Alumni Services. They want to throw a really big blowout for the 50th anniversary. I'm happy you're here because the anniversary is actually this Monday, but they want to celebrate it as part of the big alumni homecoming weekend. So if you can be here in October, that would be great too, and we'll do something even bigger in a bigger venue. And have a lot of fun.
We'll send all the word out as we...
And the word will come out over the next 5 or 6 weeks. We'll start putting it all together and sending it out to everybody. And if we don't have your contact information, Moser said, gotta have name tags, and you should get their contact information. I want your contact information if I don't have it before you leave tonight. All right, thank you very much. Let's raise a glass to WCWP.
Cheers.
Here. Another 50.
Wouldn't that be something, right? A lot of crutches.
Wheelchairs.